What's up, guys? Claydragon29 here. So now I'm going to take you through my Galaxy Hieratic deck. So basically, the aim of this deck is really just trying to bring out lots of XYZ monsters, but I've also got a couple of Dragon Mirrors in there for 5 heads. So yeah, let's just go through this. So basically, the normal Dragon types that you're going to be using. So for level 8s, you can change this to Blue Eyes if you want, but I use Hieratic Seal of the Sun Dragon Overlord. And then I also use Watt-tailed Dragon as a level 6. So they're both targets for Sutek with his effect, which I'll explain later. Red Eyes, pretty standard. As I've said earlier, you've got to have a Red Eyes in every Dragon deck. It's pretty important. Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, so this is basically the target of either Red Eyes or Dragon King of Atum. And he's used to also bring out Neo, but a really good combo that you guys should use that I recommend is using Atum's effect to bring out Neo Galaxy Eyes with 0 attack, then getting Neo Galaxy Eyes to attack a monster. Neo Galaxy Eyes effect will banish itself and that monster. Then they both fall back at the end of the battle phase, and Galaxy Eyes will then gain its attack points back, so it'll be back to 3,000 and 2,500. So a really smart strategy for trying to turn the tables on an opponent's monster, which I recommend. Sutek, really handy card, kind of like the light version of Dark Arm Dragon. And it works really well with Hieratics. You banish 3 Dragon type normal monsters in your graveyard. You can banish a Dragon type monster, chuck 1 card and field, destroy it. So really good effects, really handy. I run 2 because I find that with Return from the Different Dimension and Hieratic Seal from the Ashes, I'm able to get it back in, cards back into my grave. I'm able to bring it out. So now let's go to the kind of staple Hieratic monsters you'll be using. So it's Hieratic Dragon of Tefnuit. If your opponent controls a monster, you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand, but it can't attack during the turn that's special summoned. So it's kind of like Cyber Dragon, just can't attack. Hieratic Dragon, so they've all got the same effect, I'll get back to that later. So Hieratic Dragon of Su, you can special summon this card by tributing 1 Hieratic monster, then it's got the effect that you can tribute 1 Hieratic monster from your hand or your side of the field to destroy a spell or trap on the field. Then the opposite of that is Nebthet, which has the same special summon effect, but then it's tributing 1 Hieratic monster to destroy a monster on the field. Then there's Hieratic Dragon of a Set, where you can normal summon this card without tributing, but its original attack becomes 1,000, and then once per turn you can target 1 face-up dragon normal type monster in the field, so either Overlord or Watt-tailed Dragon, and the levels of all Hieratic monsters become that level. So they all have the same effect that when they are tributed, basically when they're tributed at any time, so whether it be for a card effect or a tribute summon, you can special summon 1 Dragon type normal monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard and make its attack and defense 0. So normally that's either Sun Dragon Overlord or Watt-tailed Dragon. So you take your pick, and then you can set up XYZs from there. So yeah, we'll go to the spells chat. So it's a Heavy Storm, pretty staple. Hieratic Seal of Convocation. This is probably the main engine of the deck, so it adds 1 Hieratic monster, so it basically gets you Tefnuit normally, so you can just run your little loops. Dark Hole, pretty obvious. Dragon's Mirror, just use when you've got 5 dragons in your grave, just bring out a 5-head, really handy, good save card to use, and also can set up Return from the Different Dimension if you have it face down. Monster Reborn, pretty clear lights there. MSTs, really good, still, I always run them. Return from the Different Dimension, really good combo with Dragon's Mirror, or if you're using Sutex, and you can also then bring back 3 dragons that you banished and then XYZ them together, which can be a really great combo. Hieratic Seal from the Ashes. During your opponent's turn, you can send 1 dragon monster from your deck to the graveyard, which is great. Or send 1 Hieratic monster from your deck to the graveyard. So I send away the seals, then I can set up Sutek in my grave. And then during my turn, I can return 1 of my banished ones back to my graveyard. So if I banish them for Sutek, I can then use in my turn to bring them back to my graveyard to set them up next time. Then Call the Haunted is really good just to bring back my dragons from the grave. So onto the extra deck. So you got your 2 5-head dragons, which are really good for Dragon's Mirror. Neo Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, kind of the hero of the deck when you bring him out. With his effect, normally I will bring him out with Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon as the material, so that's really handy. So I find that to be a really good card to use. Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon is a great effect, and it's really cool. I decided to start using it, and I found that it's been really handy in the way that it's actually used and with its effects and everything. But normally I will bring out Hieratic Sun Dragon or Heliopolis over him because his effect can then bring out, you know, more dragons to my side of the field, which is handy. Or if I really need to get rid of my opponent's monsters, I will use Thunder End Dragon because it's basically just a dark hole, which can be great. Guy is just there to go over the top of a tomb again, and I've got Photon Strike Bouncer to negate any monster effects, and then also Gauntlet Shooter to basically destroy monsters if I need to. So yeah, that's basically the deck. Focuses on bringing out level 6 and level 8 XYZs, but it's also got, you know, Sutek that can bring out to clear fields, and also 5 head for late game. So yeah, please subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing videos as much as I can, just hoping, you know, you guys can give me some suggestions on what decks to make and what stuff to review. So yeah, Claydragon29 signing out.